Did you know that China is home to some of the most mind-blowing products that you won't find anywhere else in the world? Today, we're diving into 15 unbelievable items that will leave you shaking your head in disbelief. Buckle up and get ready to discover the unexpected. Number 15, the bizarre world of food. Hold on to your seats because we're jumping straight into something truly wild. Chinese virgin boy eggs. Yes, you heard that right. These aren't just any pea-soaked eggs. They're made with urine from boys who have never had a romantic encounter. Talk about a unique culinary tradition. Historians are baffled by how this practice originated, but it dates back to when rice and eggs were vital sources of nutrition for the lower classes in China. Some believe the urine adds health benefits, which only boosted the popularity of these unusual delicacies over time. It's fascinating how deeply rooted these food traditions are in Chinese culture, contrasting sharply with how we in the West often focus on ingredients and cooking techniques. Number 14. The face bikini phenomenon. Imagine hitting the beach in a mask that covers your entire face. Now that's a head-turner. Enter the face bikini, a full-face mask created to protect beachgoers from UV rays and jellyfish stings. This unique accessory, invented by Zhang Shifan in 2004, first gained popularity in her hometown of Qingdao, China. Made from swimsuit material, it offers options in various sizes and patterns. Locals quickly embraced the trend, even coordinating their face bikinis with their beachwear for a complete look. By 2012, this quirky trend caught the attention of Western media, and soon high-fashion designers were experimenting with the face bikini concept. By 2019, full-body versions had arrived, with top designers like Alexander Wang featuring them on runways. And here's the kicker. These unusual masks are budget-friendly, priced from just $2 to $20. So maybe it's time to join the trend and make a splash with a face bikini of your own. Number 13. Open crotch pants. Imagine the convenience of pants that make bathroom breaks a breeze. While it sounds like a dream for busy parents, open crotch pants come with their own set of challenges. Surprisingly, these quirky garments aren't designed for adults at all. They're specifically made for toddlers. In China, they're quite common and practical, allowing young kids to handle their business quickly and independently. Now, if you're picturing something unusual, you're not far off. These pants feature a literal open crotch seam, which may raise eyebrows in other cultures. However, in China, it's a cultural norm, as familiar as seeing Chairman Mao's portrait. Some locals even regard these pants as a unique part of their heritage. Whether you find them amusing, practical, or just downright surprising, open crotch pants have certainly made a lasting impression. Number 12. Rent-A-Date app. Imagine renting a girlfriend or boyfriend. Yes, you heard that right. In China, there's an app called Hire Me Please, initially designed to support adults living alone in big cities. This app gained major popularity around New Year's as single people faced pressure from their families to be in a relationship. The app saw a huge boost during this season, with over 1,000 new users joining to rent a partner. Rates for these rentals range from 46 cents to $315 an hour, depending on the activity. What exactly do you do with your rented date? It's a bit mysterious. The app claims that activities are all platonic and include having meals together, playing games, or just chatting. However, some hired dates end up traveling long distances for their meetups, which comes with additional pay, and nothing else. The app insists there's no funny business, but the concept has still raised eyebrows, leaving plenty of people curious about what really goes on. Number 11. Bottled air. Can you believe it? In a world choked with smog and pollution, especially in places like major cities in China, the solution to poor air quality is bottled air. Yes, instead of addressing pollution at its source, some companies are cashing in by packaging fresh air in disposable canisters. In some heavily polluted cities, people are now accustomed to wearing face masks, carrying backpacks with water, and even bringing along a canister of fresh air to inhale every 15 to 20 minutes just to cope. With visibility often so poor that you can barely see what's ahead, it's no wonder bottled air has become a high-demand item. And here's the kicker. Companies like Vitality Air are selling out of these canisters fast. After their initial launch of 500 bottles flew off the shelves, they're now planning to release 1,000 more, priced between $14 to $20 per bottle, depending on the purity of the air. Demand has been astonishing as those living in cleaner areas supply fresh air to more polluted regions. But maybe instead of selling air, we should focus on cleaning up the atmosphere itself. Number 10. Crab vending machines in China. Imagine stumbling upon a vending machine, but instead of snacks, it's filled with live, squirming crabs. Yes, you heard that right. China has vending machines stocked with live, hairy crabs, especially popular between August and October, when it's prime crab season. These machines are restocked daily, and with every purchase, you don't just get the crab, you also get all the essentials. Crab vinegar and 2 bags of ginger tea, all for around $3. While it may seem a bit shocking to see a live creature waiting in a vending machine, it's actually caught on since these machines first appeared around 2010. Open 24/7 during crab season. Now, picture this. You're wandering the city late at night, maybe after a few drinks, and you spot one of these machines. Suddenly, grabbing a fresh crab to cook up at home doesn't sound like a bad idea. For some, it's a unique novelty, and for others, it's the convenience of grabbing a local delicacy on the go. Whether it's pure curiosity or a late-night craving, these vending machines certainly make an unforgettable dining experience possible at any hour. Number 9. Guard geese. Imagine walking by a police station, and instead of fierce guard dogs, you see geese. Fluffy, puffy, and maybe even in little uniforms. Yes, you heard that right. But don't let their soft feathers fool you. Geese are natural protectors with quite the aggressive streak. One honk from your car, and these feathered security guards might even attack your bumper. They may not be as agile as dogs, but they can slip into odd spaces unnoticed. It turns out, these birds make excellent guards. Just recently, one raised the alarm during a break-in attempt, waking up officers. Who knew these loud honkers could be so effective? So what makes geese such good guards? For one, they have exceptional hearing, on par with dogs. But here's the kicker. Geese have incredible eyesight, even better than humans. That, paired with their territorial nature, means they'll alert anyone within earshot when trouble's near. Sure, they might not look as fierce as a dog, but just try saying no to a goose in a little police uniform. They're a little adorable, a little terrifying, and in some ways, maybe even better than a barking dog. Number 8. Virgin tea tradition. Believe it or not, there's a tea-picking tradition in China that requires young virgins to gather leaves using only their mouths. Yes, you heard that right. No hands involved. But this job doesn't come easy. The chosen women must meet strict requirements, including a full cleanse before work, and oddly, a bra size of at least a C cup. While this may seem like an unusual standard, the tradition is rooted in ancient folklore, where it was believed that fairies once gathered tea leaves in this same delicate manner. These young women drop the leaves into baskets around their necks, much like the fairies did in the legends. The company upholding this ritual claims the tea has restorative properties that bring health to those who drink it. The folklore goes even further, suggesting that once hot water touches the leaves, the fairies are released and can ascend, a mystical detail that only adds to the eerie allure of this practice. Whether it's fact or simply an ancient tale, this virgin-picked tea has captivated imaginations, blending tradition with a hint of the supernatural. Number 7. Panda poop tea. Can you imagine drinking tea made from panda poop? Yes, you heard that right. This unusual tea uses panda dung as a main ingredient. The idea, brought to life by entrepreneur Anyanshi in southwest China, involves collecting panda waste from local breeding centers to create one of the world's priciest teas. At $3,500 for just 50 grams, this poop tea is far from affordable, but its proceeds largely go to environmental groups, which adds a unique purpose to the bizarre concept. It's claimed to be the world's most expensive tea, and it's not just a gimmick. 3 grams of panda poop goes into each cup, creating a distinct experience for those daring enough to try it. For anyone willing to give it a shot, the investment is steep, but the tea is supposed to last a while. Each cup requires only a small amount of the precious panda dung, which means it won't run out quickly. But let's be real, The thought of sipping on panda poop tea might not appeal to everyone, no matter how long it lasts or where the proceeds go. Still, with its high price and unusual origin, panda poop tea has certainly put itself on the map as a luxury that's equal parts strange and eco-friendly. Thanks, China, for adding a whole new meaning to exotic tea. Number 6. Buddha pears. Imagine biting into a pear shaped like Buddha. Yes, you heard that right. In Hebei, China, a farmer has created a one-of-a-kind sensation by growing 10,000 pears in the image of the serene Buddha, and they're flying off the shelves. At $8 each, these aren't your average fruits, but their unique look and supposed powers are worth the splurge. It's said that Buddha-shaped pears bring good luck, and with demand booming, it seems everyone wants a taste of this mystical snack. The farmer drew inspiration from an ancient Chinese myth about a magical fruit that grants immortality to those who eat it. By shaping his pears after the legendary Buddha, he's fulfilled an old prophecy and given foodies everywhere something to talk about. Imagine a fruit that not only looks like the ultimate symbol of calm, but might also have mythical powers? If these Buddha pears keep coming, China's agricultural scene just might lead the way to a world filled with lucky, even immortal, snacks. Number 5. A taste of alligator. Imagine strolling through a bustling market and stumbling upon alligator meat. Yes, you heard that right. In parts of China and the southern United States, alligators and crocodiles aren't just creatures lurking in the swamps. They're considered delicacies. While you might not find alligator meat in your local grocery store, in many Chinese supermarkets, it's readily available alongside live fish and a variety of rice. These markets aim to celebrate Chinese culture, ensuring they don't become too westernized, and including unique offerings like alligator and crocodile meat is part of that success. But it's not just about the alligator. These markets are treasure troves of local products. An impressive 95% of what you see on the shelves comes from local farmers, making these markets a true reflection of the area's culinary diversity. From exotic meats to fresh produce, the variety is astounding. So while alligator meat might catch your eye, it's just one of many fascinating options available. Number 4. The Watermelon Museum. Did you know there's a museum dedicated entirely to watermelons just south of Beijing? That's right. In a region famous for producing the most watermelons in the world, the local government decided to celebrate this juicy fruit, opening the China Watermelon Museum in 2002. Spanning an impressive 4,000 square meters, this museum showcases everything from the watermelon's origins in Africa to its growth in China and even its journey into space. Yes, you heard that right. Visitors can marvel at gigantic watermelons on display and learn about various agricultural techniques and the modern culture surrounding this beloved fruit. But here's the kicker. Despite its focus on something as simple and natural as a watermelon, the museum itself is surprisingly modern and futuristic in design. You'll also find old poems dedicated to this delightful fruit, highlighting its cultural significance over the years. If I ever find myself in that part of the world, visiting this museum will definitely be on my bucket list because, honestly, who wouldn't want to explore a place dedicated to watermelon love? Number 3. Disturbing souvenirs. Imagine carrying a keyring with a live turtle trapped inside a tiny plastic globe. It's a heartbreaking sight that has been haunting us since 2011. Souvenir vendors have been catching small animals like turtles, salamanders, fish, and even tiny frogs, and putting them in these colorful keyrings filled with liquid. These animals are barely able to move, trapped in what can only be described as their own little hell. The liquid is often bright and adorned with beads or glitter, making it look appealing, but the reality is far from cute. Shockingly, the Chinese government has largely overlooked this practice, allowing it to continue without much intervention. Number 2. The surprising flavor of cucumber chips. Imagine biting into a potato chip that tastes like fresh cucumbers. It sounds super refreshing, especially when compared to the usual heavy flavors like sour cream and onion. A cucumber-flavored chip could be the perfect alternative for those looking for something light and crispy. I can't help but wonder if people in the West would enjoy this unique flavor. Would you dare to try cucumber-flavored chips? Let me know in the comments. Interestingly, the chip has a greenish tint, But don't be fooled. It's not the chip itself that's green, it's the seasoning that gives it that color. The base is still the classic yellow potato chip, just sprinkled with some green flavoring. During taste tests, many participants were pleasantly surprised by the flavor, even if it felt a bit strange at first. Once they set aside their expectations, they found themselves enjoying it. However, not everyone was a fan. One participant couldn't shake the expectation of sour cream flavor and was left disappointed. Too bad for that guy. Number 1. The surprising versatility of chicken feet. When it comes to strange foods, chicken feet instantly come to mind. It's fascinating to realize that these seemingly odd delicacies are enjoyed in various countries worldwide. Once you peel away the tough outer layer, the tender tendons and tissues beneath provide a unique texture and flavor. From bar snacks to hearty soups, chicken feet can be prepared in countless ways. In mainland China, snack bars often serve them marinated and sautéed in soy sauce and garlic, creating a delicious treat. And the best part? You can find packed chicken feet in countless varieties at markets today. Interestingly, Western stores have started to catch on, selling chicken feet and introducing this unique snack to a broader audience. This cultural exchange is a fantastic reminder that there's so much we can learn from each other. So, what do you think? Would you be brave enough to try chicken feet? Share your thoughts in the comments below. And don't forget to check out the other exciting content on the screen. Until next time.